This is Vietnam. But how did Vietnam go from looking like this to this in just 60 years? Let's go all the way back to 1880. This is France. In 1880, France had a problem. They were being outdone colonially by Britain and Spain, trying to finance wars, and communism was on the rise in mainland France. That's why, in 1884, France decided to colonize this piece of land, which they called Indochine, or in English, Indochina. The year is 1945. France has just escaped their captors less than a year ago in Nazi Germany, and they're holding on to their old colonial possessions. New Caledonia, Madagascar, West Sahara, Middle East, French Guiana, and Indochina. But back in Europe, France itself is looking awfully weak after being shown up by Nazi Germany. The colonies of Italy, Spain, Portugal, and some of the United Kingdom are all taking advantage of the opportunity with weakened European powers. Which is why, all the way back in Indochina, they decide they're going to take advantage of this opportunity and revolt against France. This is the beginning of the Indochina Wars. It's the end of World War II, but the Japanese are still occupying Indochina, so France is like, hey, Britain, we have a rough past, but I kind of want my colonies back. Can you help me? Britain goes, alright, sure, whatever. And then this guy named Ho Chi Minh, working for the Viet Minh of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, goes, hey, we want our independence from France. Why are you going to come take us over? And then Laos and Cambodia also have their own independence movements and go, hey, we want independence too. We don't like you, France. And China is down with this. They immediately come to Ho Chi Minh's aid and come help him in North Vietnam, specifically the Tonkin region. They first help by driving out the Japanese in North Vietnam to make room for Ho Chi Minh, and then later they try helping North Vietnam to drive out the French when they come to retake them over, which is what I'm about to get into. The British land in South Vietnam. They start taking back land, helping France get their territories back, and driving out the Japanese in the south as well. Then the French overthrew the Democratic Republic of Vietnam and gradually restored control over the peninsula. But with guerrilla warfare, coups d'etats, and a ton of war crimes happening, they needed to make an agreement. So they went to Geneva, Switzerland, and France agreed to this map of Indochina, where Laos and Cambodia get their independence. North Vietnam gets its own provisional communist government backed by the Soviets in China, and South Vietnam gets its own provisional democratic government supported by the United States.
Hành quân ra mặt trận, chung chung với quân tiến bước theo con đường của ba. Ngàn hoa chín không ta dâng lên đường.
Hãy subscribe
lúc dùng đàn ta xung phong đi xẻ thù vai sát vai chung một bóng cờ cùng lên nhân dân miền Nam anh hùng cùng lên sông pha vượt qua bão bùng thề cứu lấy nước nhà thề hy sinh đến cùng cầm gươm ôm xuống sông tới vận nước đã đến rồi bình minh chiếu khắp nơi nguyện xây non nước sắp tươi muôn đời.
The upcoming video shows the positions of North and South Vietnam in the Vietnam War. All credits to Emperor Tiger Star on YouTube. Thanks a lot to him. Go check him out. Without further ado, let's get into the war. As you can see, during the Vietnam War, the United States made barely any progress at all and got pushed off of the peninsula by North Vietnam. On top of this, the United States wasn't even following conventional war rules and was attacking neighboring nations. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good one.